Another friend of mine, still from Gomad, not in the picture, walked up to me one time and said, hey, by the way, there's a new radio station. I was like, oh, another one. Like, yeah, it's called Ghetto Radio, but they're not looking for presenters. They're looking for a street team. Street team? I was like, now hold on, what kind of girl do you think I is? What do you mean? Street team? I was like, no, relax. This street team is basically going to be handing out flyers and, to tell guys about this new and upcoming radio station on this frequency, blah, 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 blah. So, nyindo wao wasiwa mkono, unaona? And it was a paying gig. So I'm like, iko na do. Sawa, nitadu. I mean, extra cash and you're in Campo. Who doesn't want that? So nikaenda. And while I was there, because the PC at that time was Mwafrika. So Mwafrika was the then PC, okay, programs controller at Ghetto Radio. So then, after now he had told us, okay, our duties to what and what, na tunaanza lini kupa sautis of flyers and where, blah, blah, blah. I just said, you know what the heck? Let me just approach him and ask him, if I can get an internship here. An internship. I don't even want to be paid. I don't even want nataka tu experience. So I gathered my, guts and my courage. Yote ambayo nilikuwa nimegana from Gomad, and I said, let's do this. So I said, hi, my name is Rachel. Yeah, I'm part of the street team. But I'm curious. Do you guys by any chance want an intern, because you're a new station, or maybe you already have one? Basically, I want to be an intern at Ghetto Radio. So he looks at me and then says, hey, kona roho, umekuwa tu kazi ingine sasa unataka tena ingine. Ngomba, yeah, I'm willing to work, and more so I'm willing to learn. And that's the one thing about me, And I feel that we should all take up, especially when, if you're in Campo and you might have your sights on getting a particular position, but you have to also work your way up. Don't always expect it to just come like this. And always be ready to say, I am willing to work for free. Why? Because I want to gain the experience and the knowledge. Very important. It's invaluable. So he gave me a job and he said, okay, start on Monday. But unajua hatukulipi ni sawa. Hatukulipi ni sawa. Okay, sawa. Unajua uko ni Ghetto Radio, so unajua accent to change kidogo from this point on. Haya, started Ghetto Radio as an intern at the same time at the University of Nairobi. Regular, by the way, regular classes. That means it's, kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni. So there I was, trying to balance internship, which by the way was really demanding because I was placed in field work. Field work meaning field reporting. So there was a guy that used to go out into the field to collect information. For instance, if you're told, okay, so today we're going to seek opinion on early marriages and whether they can ever be gotten rid of here in, Kenya, in modern society. So unapewa recorder, kakitu kana kaka hivi, alafu una approach watu. Unasema, hi, my name is hi, I'm from at which station? I miss sijawahi sikia hiyo. No. So I mean, it wasn't easy, and my God, moments when I used to just feel so discouraged. Like, do these people understand Nico job? And me, I need to also show them, back at the office that I am capable of doing this, and providing results. And at the same time, nafikiria huku lessons inaendelea, I'm missing classes. But this is what happened. And because, again, people who will always look out for you in campus, you need to establish that inner circle of friends who will always stand by you. It's very important. Meet Florence, Flo, and Sally. Okay? Oh, and that's me in the middle there. And these are the ladies that held me down, trying to balance internship, tuseme jobo, because it was a jobo na shule. Classes that I would miss, they would always make sure that they went for those classes and took down notes. Discover, the Flo and the Sally in your life. Take a minute and think about that. Who are they? Or maybe it's just one. Because those are the people who are going to still keep you focused. Because they used to tell me all the time, but they, Rachel, you do your thing. We see the hunger in you. We see how badly you want this to work out. You go for it. Whatever it is that we need to do on our end, we'll hold you down. Those humble beginnings, treasure and respect them. Stay focused. It's those beginnings that even when you make it, you're able to reflect and be like, whether I cannot drop the ball, I cannot act bigger, I cannot act like, nimetoka tu, I just landed on this opportunity. No, such people held me down. And until today, we are very good friends. It's tough though, trying to create the time. Now when people grow up, you'll get to discover this later. When people grow up and then, kila mtu kuna job yake, familia. People might, there might be a disconnection when, life happens, but then the world has a way of just bringing people back together, such as this instance that I'm here. So let's fast track things to 6 months down the line. And yo man, amekuwa hapo kwa ofisi nini. Then Mwafrika calls me, says, yeah Rachel, just come to my office. I'm like, yeah, cool. Mengi hapo ilikuwa Friday, remember? Because I was looking out for, nilikuwa naenda out to Dunda that Saturday. Then he says, your internship is up. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of aware of that. And he says, yeah. So, you might need to sit down for this. So I sat down. I'm like, oh God. So saa, unacheki internship jo, imeisha na always kwa presenter hapa. Kambe, Rachel unajua, jo, ni ngori. Sabu, unajua hii ni Ghetto Radio. Na Ghetto Radio iko na mafans wake. Au ma listeners ni wase wa ghetto, lazima wawe wanakuelewa. And your English is too polished. Your Kiswahili is too sanifu. You don't fit, in this station. You cannot connect with the audience because our target audience is very different from whom you are as a person. So no. Can you imagine the disappointment? I was like, man, giving my all, man. Hata kwa field work hawezi asema hapana. It will be a waste of your talents because I see what you can be. And I see that yes, you can be a radio presenter. However, not at home, at Ghetto Radio. So me, I'm going to do my part. Nitakuandikia recommendation letter poa sana. By that asijui niliweka wapi hiyo letter, but anyway. Poa sana. Whatever it is that you need, reference, nini, I got you. So I'm like, I understood. A little bit of me was disappointed, but and I said, me see, but then nilikuwa nimejaribu sana kuongea sheng. Unajua ile sheng ya una force. And you could tell, I was like, it's not you. So I went back to the hostels, sat down, there thinking about my life. Nafikira nitapika nini leo, kaugali, skuma na mayai. And then the phone rings. So I'm like, okay, let me just pick up. Maybe it's one of my friends telling me, oh, unadu nini leo to go out, kituka hiyo. Pick up the phone call and then I hear this was, hi, because it was hapo majioni like 5 hapo. Hi, my name is so and so. I'm calling you from Homeboyz Radio Reception. Sorry, where? Homeboyz Radio? Yeah? Okay, am I speaking to Rachel Modoni? Yes, you are. Now, had you come through for the first auditions for presenters? I was like, yes, I did. Yeah, but you didn't get through. Now, I'm calling to inform you that we are looking on to adding more presenters and you've been selected amongst others to come and be trained so that we can see whether you will be joining the crew. So I'm like, wow. You know those stories you hear of mtu na bahati, yani mtu anakuanga na bahati. Imagine by then nilienda auditions, nilikuwa tu napeleka best yangu but wakanichagua mimi, and then you're like, that would never happen to me, because I'm like, wait, hold on now, because you know, after I hung up the phone, I was like, I cried. I was like, these stories, they're real. That same day that my internship ends at Ghetto Radio, Homeboyz calls me back. This is a good sign from above. Haya, Saturday kafika, mimi huyo nikaenda. Naingia hivi napata tuko 10 of us. John Rabah again comes through and says, yeah, so here's the thing. You're 10 of you, but we're going to shortlist to only 3. We're only looking for 3 maximum. Just 3 presenters out of this bunch to join the rest, so that now you can be fully fledged Homeboyz Radio Presenters. Mimi ndio huyo najiona tu, nimetoka Ghetto Radio, mimi niko fresh Ghetto Radio, nimetoka Ghetto Radio, bado Ghetto iko ndani yangu. Unajua bado niko na ile na force kuongea Ghetto na kasheng. I'm looking at all these other ladies in the room and guys, and they look clued on. They look like, now the urban kind of presenters. I'm like, I don't stand a chance. But I said, you know what? I'm still going to go through the training, because he said we're going to take all of you through a 3 months training, and after it, now we'll pick the 3 that we want for presenter jobs, and you'll be judged on certain things, like for instance, teamwork. Can you work with others? Are you a quick learner? Do you ask questions? Are you interactive? And also, of course, how you are as a broadcaster, because it's different being a presenter, broadcaster. You get it, it's different. Broadcaster is more finesse. All right. Now, see, we started training day 1. Haya, mimi huyo ni mwonyesho studio, producers taking us to the training, and it's like, yeah, Ebu, just write down a link. A link is basically what you're going to talk about on radio at that point. So make up something, a story. How are you? What's your style of presenting? Show me what you've got. Hey, mimi huyo nikandika hapo. Niaje says your girl Rachel. You're listening to Homeboyz Radio 90.what? At that time it was 91.5. I said, okay, stop. Never do that again. I'm like, what? Never do that again. Why? Because I can pick out the sheng that you're trying to speak. It's not you, drop it. Because again, the target audience here is different. You're not talking to someone in the ghetto, that's not our target audience. You're talking to the urban youth, because this is an urban youth station. So akasema, ile kazi yote nimefanya huko try to get accent ya, ile deep sheng, tena ni drop, ni pick up tena ubabi kiasi. Hey man, alright, I'll do what needs to be done. Fast track it to the point now where training ends, the 3 months go by, and then we are all called in and we're told, okay, these are the 3 that made it. 1, the Lambaya, who now does the news at Homeboyz Radio. The other guy who made it was this guy called Austin Chimano, who later on, after getting the job, a month later, by the way, comes to us and tells us, by the way, guys, I'm going. Huh? You're leaving? Oh, yeah, and plus myself. I made it finally, So he comes and tells us, so I'm not going to be pursuing radio anymore. What? You've got an amazing voice. Unaenda kudu? There's this band that we have formed with some other guys, and we've been performing at Alliance Fonse, and now we just want to give it our all and just, focus on it more. Like, wait, Kijana, sit down before you hurt yourself. What are you saying? Okay, a band. This is a job. You are going to be on radio. You are like the golden voice, because there were very few male presenters at that time. Like, you have that voice. What do you mean? What band is this? It's called Sauti Soul. What? Sauti who? You guys, you're joking. That one will never fly. Look at them now. Staying focused is so interesting, because sometimes you see what you see, But whenever someone else comes in and tells you what they see, like, that will never work. What are you talking about? But that was his journey. That was his destiny. And we thought that he needs to be in this one. So sometimes even the people who are supposed to see where it is that you're heading won't see that, But you need to stay true to yourself, and really, if that fire burns deep within you and you so totally believe in it, okay? Keep at it. Keep at it, because after that, I got into Homeboyz Radio. And I started from the ground up. But you can imagine from having a late night show. And by then, through all this, mind you, I'm still in Campo, Seti nimemaliza Campo, sasa hiyo nilikuwa third year hapo. Sasa hiyo ndo hata masomo imechacha. Statistics ndo hizo tunaomba tu calculate sijui vitu gani za sociology. Higher language and communications as well. At that time, by then, I had dropped political science because there ain't no way I was going to continue with that one. We were told until third year now you can drop one unit and just concentrate on 2 or 1. So I just decided to enter in sociology and language and communications. And I'm here having this late night show on Friday and Saturday. It was called the After Party Live, hey. After Party Live. And this was happening what time? From midnight to 3 in the morning. And then of course Monday bado nilikuwa naingia na trainiwa on sports news. I was doing sports news and at the same time having this late night show. And when the boss comes and tells you, yeah, will you be able to hack the tool? Yes! Yeah, what? Bring it! What? Hiyo tu, what else you got? Nini, unataka ni make chai? Nini, naweza, ona. So, hivyo tu, from the ground up, opportunities came to be that presenters, because, kuna kwanga na turnover, pia kwa presenters, they join other stations, they are poached by other stations. And then, now for me to get onto that afternoon slot, at that time, the presenter called Koi Gite, she was the one now holding the fort at that time, the afternoon slot. At that time, the show was just called 1 to 4. And I remember how it came to be that even class 1 to 4 was born was because of Koi. I love telling this story because Koi, I don't know what we were talking about, and we were just having a nice light-hearted debate. And I was acting like such a TA, no, but you see, bring down facts, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you are such a mwalimu. You are such a teacher. You of course in another life would have been a lecturer. So later on I sat down and like, yeah. After she had left and then the slot was given to me, I was like, let me turn this into a classroom. Mwalimu Rachel, that sounds good. Class 1 to 4, that sounds good. In radio, ile show yenye utapata ikiitwa a certain name, ukienda haiwezi change, it will still stay the same. Because it's like identity for the station. Hits Not Homework will forever be Hits Not Homework. Ignition on Homeboyz will forever be Ignition. The Jump Off will forever be the Jump Off, etc. But for some reason, my boss accepted that I should come in and change the name from 1 to 4 to what? Class 1 to 4. And I remember when I walked into his office and told him about the direction that I wanted to take, he was like, so you want to introduce Kiswahili? Ati you want to be a teacher? Rachel, have you thought this through? I said, listen, John, go with me here. I know it sounds crazy, but I believe there's something here. And so class 1 to 4 was born, and Mwalimu Rachel was born. Okay? So after all this is basically some of the morals of now this story and my story. One, that degree course that you're taking, it could be exactly what you want to do, and that's great. It could be just something that you picked up along the way because you have to pick something, like BA or something like that. But that should not now limit you from looking at what else is out there and focusing on you and your talent and your skills and what you are able to do. And sometimes it takes time. By the time you discover yourself and what you have to offer, it's the journey. appreciate the journey, respect the journey, learn from it, love it. Because through that now, you'll have a probably similar platform to tell your story and how it all began and where you are at now. Okay? So, long story short, be great, you know, and usijali if it doesn't come immediate. Yeah? Ngangana, kwama nayo kabisa. Don't give up. Don't give up. And all the best in all that you do. Once again, Mwalimu Rachel now, okay? IMC, I do radio, I do TV, voiceovers as well. But that's my story, and I hope that you've been able to grasp something out of that story. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Asante.